Good morning, crafty sisters. Yeah, it's still morning. It's 11:31. Um, just wanted to do a quick flip through on this journal that I was working on. This is the bag journal, right? I took 5 bags and I put them together. Yeah, and I just want to do a flip through on it because I want to do a flip through on my other journal, my Bohemian one. So yeah, let's get started with this one. Let's look inside. If you remember, well, I was supposed to do a flip yesterday on this journal. This is the Thursday journal, let's say, because I was working on it on Thursdays. Okay, so if you remember, I took 5 bags, and I think it's like a month ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago. I took 5 bags and I taped them here, and then I added some little, this little thing. I added some of these so I could add more pages to it. So I mean, I finished it. So yeah, let's look inside. Let me show you the outside first, okay? This paper, I love this paper. This paper came from from this mixed media design. I bought this one. I purchased, not that, not wait. Let me take out the papers that don't come inside here. So I purchased this paper on Walmart, okay? And I love it. I mean, it's just up my alley. It's mixed media, and I love everything about it, okay? And it brings these too. So I've been working with this one. And I took a couple of things from Crafty Cat Digitals and I added to this book. Not a lot, just a couple of things because I'm saving those for another journal that I'm working on and for the collaboration that she has going on with her friends, but I have joined in. So I want to use that for that. All her digitals I'm using for those two things. So let me show you. Let me show you what I did here in the cover. The spine is covered with leather. This is real leather. I like to use real leather. I mean, I have used fake leather, but this is real leather, okay? The 53 doesn't mean anything. I'm not 53. I'm a little older. Just a little older. So yeah, it's just a number. I like to put numbers everywhere. Every time I get a chance, I put numbers, okay? This is from Tim Holtz, the inside. And the frame, I think it came in a little bundle with from Temu, I think, okay? And this is a rustic paper clip. And I think these came from Temu too. Okay, but the inside is what's the inside? The inside is from Tim Holtz, okay? And I just added some breadths here, okay? So I added one of my hearts right to the cover, okay, with some silk. Anyway, yeah, with silk something. Okay, I added one of those. So each of the bag have a tag, okay? So this is the tag that's inside this one. And I left the bag plain so you could write on it, okay? So because this is to write, because I don't think there's a lot of room in here to write, so I made room. I made it, okay? Excuse my sweater. This is my comfort sweater, and I love it. This was my baby's. He gave it to me, and I always use it when it's really cold. So it's really cold. So yeah, I made five tags for the bag, and there's a couple of more tags in there. Okay, so this is the way it opens. Okay, this is the envelope, one of those junk envelopes. This is the vellum envelope here with a little Tim Holtz cards in the back. okay? And I left some room so you could put pictures or whatever you want to do to it, okay? And I did just decoupage the background, the bag, with anything I had around, okay? And this is fabric and paper. So I made this, okay, for that part, for this envelope. And I left this empty so you could put whatever you want in there. I made a tag, okay? I left it plain because it has line, so you could write on it, okay? And I made this into a little pocket. And this is the back, okay? So you could write on it too. I'm sorry if I'm not in frame, but I'm never in frame, so I really do apologize for that. Okay, so I added this paper. This is one of the little flaps that I had added to the bag, and I left it like this so you could write on it, okay? I put a little leather tab here with my little clips, snaps. They call snaps, okay? And I hauled these a while ago, and I have a video on it. So yeah, this is one of those paper that it's handmade paper that comes in a book, and I take it apart. I don't use the book like it's meant for it. Okay, so this tag here is one of the tags that I think I did this one with the 50 stack challenge with Crafty Cat, okay? And I just added it. I think it's ripped, no, it's stamp. This one is stamp. And I just added some paper here, okay? I added this here. And this one here. So you could write in the back. I added an A. I always try to add an A to all the journals, the junk journals. It doesn't mean anything. It just means that I made it. And it's an A, okay? It is my initial. So this is yeah, I left it plain so you could write on it. And this is one of the flaps from the bag, okay? I just glued it here so I could make a pocket, okay? So this is the other flap, okay? And I made this belly band, okay? And this is one of her challenge. She pulled out label. So this is label, okay? This is the one for label. So I added this, okay, to this belly band here. I'm gonna just put the tags in the side, and then I could take them and put them back. And this is ledger. I think she pulled ledger, so this is ledger. You see it right here? Oh, sorry, no, you cannot see it. Ledger right here, okay? So the challenge is 50 hashtag 50 stack challenge, okay, number 7, and that's with Crafty Cat. She's always pulling out 2 prompt on Mondays, and you know, we just do whatever the little paper says. So I've been using the prompt on my journals. I'm not gonna have 50. I'm not gonna have 50. Okay, so yeah, that's one. I think this one is stickers, so I decided to put numbers because I love numbers, okay? And this is a very old envelope. It's very fragile, so I put some tape wherever it was tearing, okay? So I mean, I gave you one because I do love my antique envelopes and papers and stuff, and I like to hoard them, so I'm trying not to. So this is handmade paper, okay, and I just put these 2 here with a leather tab right here, okay, and I just did a little paperwork, a little decoupage, or whatever what you call these, like little decorations. Anyway, I backed this with coffee dye paper so you could write on it, And that goes right here, okay? Wait, let me put it right because I took it out and now I cannot put it. Okay, I see it. There. Okay? There it goes. So I made this one. I don't think this was a prompt, okay? So it's just a little page, a pull out, so you could write, you could have more writing room, okay? I mean, you could take a simple, a thing so simple as a bag and turn it into this. I mean, and the thing is that you might think, oh, we're not gonna have enough room to. Yes, you're gonna have enough room to write because I'm adding pages. Okay, I made this tag. Okay, this is, I just put this little. Okay, it's a little hanging, but I put this, a rustic clip, so I could just hold it there. Okay, and I left room for you to write. And that's another of the flap of the bag. And this is another tag, okay? This paper here is from Tim Holtz. That's from Tim Holtz. This is handmade paper. This is tape. This is my old tape, Tim Holtz. And I don't know from where that came from. So I left it plain in the back again, so you could write in it, okay? So over here is a handmade envelope, okay? I left it plain, so you could just put whatever you want in there. I put a metal piece here, a corner, it's metal. This is from Tim Holtz, and the backgrounds and everything else is from Temu, I think, okay? These here are like enamel. I don't know from where they came from, but I think I bought them in the dollar store many years ago, okay? And this is Tim Holtz. Yeah, this is all coffee dye paper, and I put it here so you could write in it, on it. And then I left this room for pictures or if you want to do something else to it, okay? And that paper comes from that paper pad that I just showed you, okay? And right here, it's a time card, but this one is old. I think it's a time card. And I purchased this from a lady in Etsy, but I cannot remember her name, okay? Yeah, so I did a little collage here. This is a little tab with one of these things. And I purchased these from Amazon. And I do have a haul on these. And I do have a video on how I made these, okay? And this is screwed in. There's 2 screws there. Okay, so this is a little tag, okay? What's her name? Anyway, I wish I knew her name, but yeah, I like to buy, well, I used to buy a lot of her stuff. I haven't seen her on YouTube that much anymore. So this is from Tim Holtz. I made this envelope from, it's like glassine, but it's not really glassine. We make we have a dish that we use this paper with, okay? And it's called pateles. So that goes there. This is our pocket envelope, okay? You put something in there, just like that. I did a little collage in the back here, Tim Holtz, and okay. So this is one of my little envelopes, and like what do you call this, when you take out books from the library? Anyway, one of those. And then I took a little file folder and I put some paper in there, and I put it in here. Then this little notebook here has paper too, okay? And it goes right here. Let me see if I could do it on camera. I don't think so. So let me just leave it here, and then I put it back, okay? Let me just leave it with it. I left this blank so you could write on it. I made this one into a pocket, okay? With this one is fake leather. It's not real leather. Okay, so I made it so you could write on it. Made another tag. Okay, this is the fourth tag, and I left it plain so you could write in there in the back. This envelope is plain. Okay, it's empty, so you could put something in there, a secret or whatever you want. I put writing paper in the back of this envelope, and this is one of the flaps from the bag. Okay, I just added an envelope right here, okay, and some little pieces of paper so you could write on it. And this thing here, I got these from the secondhand store. I don't know for what they are, but I use them as pocket. I glue the bottom, okay, and yeah, I use them as pocket. And I made this little tag, stronger than they think. We are stronger than people may think. Women are strong, okay? So I put that there, and I have woman sitting right there. So this one goes here, okay? And in the back, I think this is packaging from a Temu, stickers or whatever, I think. So I just put paper in the back, okay? I made the back into a pocket. Okay, and I put this little tassel here in the bottom. So this is just a writing spot, okay? This paper here came with this envelope here. Okay? Yeah. It's beautiful. I love it. And I purchased that at Amazon. Okay? So this is the one of the ones that from Crafty Cat. Okay, this is one of her little envelopes here. Okay, and I cut 2 of her tags, and I put them in the back here. Okay, and I just added numbers to this tab. I just like to add numbers, so I put this envelope here with fabric. And then I put a little message from William Shakespeare, okay? And I left this empty, so you could put whatever you want in there. I mean, I'm going to give you some goodies, so you could fill up any space that you see empty. And you're going to have enough stuff for your own book, okay? So this is the last tag. And I use this from, these pockets come from Crafty Cat, okay? I can't remember from what digital, but if you go to her Etsy store, you're gonna see them. Okay, I mean, she got a lot of beautiful things in there that you're gonna love, you're gonna fall in love with. Okay, so if you like grungy and really dark grungy, she has it. This paper here comes from the paper pad that I bought that I purchased from Walmart, okay? Walmart, yeah, Walmart. And this is Tim Holtz, okay? And these are Crafty Cat's pocket and her tags. And I just added this from Tim Holtz, okay? So one goes here, and this one goes here. And I left it empty in the back so you could write on it, okay? So you could have a spot to journal. And this is the last bag, and I used the same paper from the paper pad, okay, from Walmart. So I added a zipper right here. It doesn't close anything, it doesn't open anything, okay? I just like it. I just like the idea of having a zipper, and it gives you a little spot here to put anything you want, okay? So this is the dangles, leather tab, and this one, the heart, okay? You're gonna have some stuff over there. I'm gonna show you now. And this is how it looks from the top, okay? And this is how it looks from the bottom, and this is how it looks from the top. from the side, okay? With the tags, it looks beautiful with the tags, okay? So let me put this to the side and let me show you the goodies that I'm gonna send with this, okay? This is gonna be in my Etsy store tonight. Yeah. So I gave you paper tab, okay? Is it tab? Paper tab. Yeah, a paper tab so you can put it wherever you want. I didn't add it because I want you to do it, okay? These are my this is from my happy packs, okay? I still got 2 happy packs, I think it is. Yeah. Go look to see what I have in there in my Etsy store. This is writing spot, okay? And these are in my happy packs too. And this is just a junk envelope that I decorated and put a little bit of decorations on the side, okay? You're gonna have that. Tim Holtz tag from Vellum. This is Tim Holtz, okay? I gave you one of these. I gave you this so you could decorate it. I cut some stuff from my Tim Holtz die cuts, okay? So you could just add it or decorate it and use it for another journal. You don't have to use it for this journal, okay? Let me take this out. You don't have to use it for this journal. You could use it for other journals, okay? And these are all from Tim Holtz, okay? This is from Tim Holtz too, I think. You could do a lot of things with that. You got one of these. I gave you 2 men. Okay. Excuse me. And you got this here. You got this is a folder. You just fold it, okay? This one is a little pocket. A little coin envelope. This is a coin envelope. And this is one of those library card pocket, okay? This is one of those. So I gave you one of these here. This is a utensil bag, okay? Do they give this in the no, they don't give it like this in the restaurants. They give it like those glassy ones, okay? I gave you this. I gave you an envelope so you could add it to the book if you want to. I got a side pain. Ooh, I'm sorry. This is my tiles. I made these tiles, okay, from Book Pages. You could add it to the book. This is from Tim Holtz. I think these are Tim Holtz too, I think. These 2 here are from Tim Holtz. And I think this one too. Okay? And most definitely this one. So I gave you an extra file folder. One of those library card pocket. And an envelope. And I left it like I didn't close it. So in case you want to decoupage it, do whatever you want to them, okay? I gave you extra ones. I gave you a wooden C. Okay, you could add that to the book if you want. I gave you, how many of these I gave you? Because they come in all sizes, okay? They come in all the sizes. So I gave you 4, okay? I gave you one of my pens. I think these are called laundry pens, okay? And they used to use these like in the war, I think. And this one comes like this, okay? I got some that's straight, and I got these kind too, okay? I gave you one of this, so you can put it in your book. I gave you a rusted safety pin. I gave you one of these Tim Holtz, okay? I gave you an R a paper, a clip. Give you one of these. What is that called? I don't know. I gave you a piece of leather in case you want to do something else, right? For I gave you one of these. It says a J. It's for junk journal if you want to use it like that. One of these here. Oh, one of these pens. I don't know where I got a pen in my side. Just came out of nowhere. Gave you 5 buttons, wooden, okay? So you could add it to the book. For fabric, I gave you, this is this is from Lynn, from A Better Bird Song. I love this fabric. I love it. I gave you a little piece because we have to, you know, we have to share. I gave you a piece of this, okay? And I use a lot of this fabric in that book, so I did use it. Give you a little piece of this one, okay? This kind of fiber is a it's a fabric, but I don't. It's some kind of fiber. And then this one here, you see this here? This is from medical tape. It got so old. Some kind of medical tape. It got so old that it lost its other side. So it just left the fiber. I gave you coffee filter, so you could do anything you want with it. So for the book, and one of these little ones, okay, Rolodex right here. So for this is, I think this is Tim Holtz, and I gave you 3 of these Tim Holtz, okay, so you could add it. This is from Temu. Okay, these are stickers, and these are from Temu. Okay, I know that we try not to buy anything from Temu, but these things are old. I have them for a very long time. I purchased them, I think, like 2 years ago from Temu. Okay, this is from Tim Holtz, and I gave you one of these, and I purchased this on Temu too. Okay, and this is how it comes. So this is all I have for this book. I'm gonna come back and do a flip on my boho journal, junk journal, and yeah. So this is gonna be in my Etsy store tonight. Yeah, when my baby gets home, he's gonna put it in the Etsy store. Yeah, go in my Etsy store and look around and see what you could see. See if you like anything. So give me a thumbs up. Tell your friends. Share this video. Share my channel. Okay. And tell anybody about my channel. Pass it along. Pass it along. And yeah. And tell them that we have a lot of fun here in this channel. With my language and my speaking and my yeah. So give me a thumbs up, right? Leave me a heart if you love it. Tell me that you love it. And if you don't love it, tell me that you love it. Okay? So yeah. So I see you guys later on. I'm gonna do the boho. I'm trying to gather a couple of more things for the goodie bag. Because I really don't do a lot of boho, so I don't have a lot of things for boho type of journal. But yeah. So I'll see you later. Have a good afternoon, and give me a thumbs up, okay? And subscribe and tell your friends, okay? Bye, girls.